Tristan has made horrible decisions and choices, you know, with my sister. There's times when I'm so triggered by him, I can't be around him. Tristan's with them, is that okay? I feel like she gets it from me.
Finally, there's someone who's not Team Tristan, and it's Kourtney and Penelope. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to Kards Katch Up with E! News. The whole family goes to Palm Springs for Easter. Obviously, Tristan is invited. Khloe was about to come pick Penelope up in a little golf cart to go on a ride, and Kourtney was like, cool, just so you know, Tristan is there. Are you okay with that?
Do we have room for Penelope? Always, right?
P, Coco's gonna come grab you on the golf cart. Tristan's with them, is that okay?
And then we find out that Kourtney is not that into Tristan, and hence Penelope is not that into Tristan.
I feel like she gets it from me. I told her, like, the first day of school, I was, like, so triggered by him. I don't know why. And then I was like... You know why. Right, I know why, but I was like... I feel like we all, like, brush it off and are fine. And then I was just, like, so triggered. And I was like, I just can't do it anymore. Like, I just can't.
First of all, I love that she's back filming. And I also love that, you know, last episode we talked about how the whole family is so Team Tristan. Finally, there's someone who's not Team Tristan, and it's Kourtney and Penelope.
Which I'm like really entering my Kourtney era.
Finally.
Right? She's the only one verbalizing her distaste for Tristan.
There's times when I'm so triggered by him, I can't be around him.
Do I feel bad that Penelope doesn't really like Tristan because Kourtney is rubbing off on her? Not at all. Someone needs to hate Tristan in this family.
Kourtney is the type of person, we've seen it time and time again, and even in this fight with Kim, like, she's not a brush under the rug. But even in those moments where she does see Tristan in the Palm Springs house, she like hugs him again, very awkward hug. You could tell she doesn't want his nipples rubbing on her.
I know. Ew, put a shirt on, Tristan.
She's trying to be nice to Tristan, but you could just tell it's not her vibe. Khloe seems to appreciate it. Khloe said, the fact that I'm good with him because I co-parent with him doesn't mean my family needs to be.
I'm really proud of myself for where me and Tristan are. Where I am at with Tristan has nothing to do with what I expect my family members to do. If Penelope has her feelings about Tristan, rightfully so. And good for you, girl. I want Penelope to have these feelings, and I don't want to talk her out of them because I don't want this behavior to be something that I'm validating or I'm justifying.
But I also think it's really interesting to see Khloe's perspective on Penelope is Kourtney's daughter, and Penelope will be dating someone one day, and you should not be putting yourself through something when someone treats you like that over and over again.
It just shows you that it does mean a lot to Khloe if you hate him. So she must love us.
Trash him.
Trash him.
Trash him.
Let's trash him.
Trash him.
Another thing that happened in this episode, again, is a Khloe-Kris rendezvous serious sit-down convo. But this time it's about something else. Kris tells Khloe, you're smart, you're funny, you listen to people want to hear from you. You should have a podcast. Quote, everyone has one.
I really feel strongly that you should have a podcast. Which now everybody's doing it from their house. I think you would really be a person I would listen to, and you're my daughter.
When Kris said that, I was like, she should have a podcast. And then Khloe is just not into it, but not for the reasons you might think.
As I appreciate all of that, and I'm sure I'd be good at a lot of things, but I can't take on other responsibilities like that, like starting something completely new, because I don't have a team to lean on. Like, I don't have a management team. You are only there until the contract is signed, and then you dissipate until you want to bring me a next contract. I don't have a middleman to go to say, I need help here, X, Y, and Z. You have no idea how I can't do any of the things that I should be doing because I'm trying to fix ups.
I think this conversation was extremely eye-opening to see kind of how the Kardashian machine works, because I'm over here thinking Kris Jenner has 80,000 people working under her to manage these girls, and in reality, Khloe's saying over here, once the contract is done, you're out, you're done, I'm on my own. And I don't think Kris Jenner understands how hectic and chaotic a podcast would be.
Kris really, I don't want to say is gaslighting her, but
Gaslighting 101 is what Kris Jenner is doing.
I think we just look at it differently.
I don't know one thing I said that was not exactly
I think
the
we
way it
just
is.
look at it. I'm not saying it wasn't. I think your expectation.
who am I?
Listen, I
Who
just
can
said
I
if you
go-
want to do a podcast, we'll build a team.
But she's not answering her concerns. Khloe is saying, okay, we do this deal, but then where are you? Nowhere to be found. And like, I have all these other deals that have issues.
But then if I go ahead and I take on this podcast deal, I'm overwhelmed with work that I'm doing all on my own because I have no team, no support. And so before I take on another project, I need to fix the 20 that are so up.
And Kris is like, I just think you'd be really good at a podcast.
You could do so many great things on a podcast. I think you would be
But it's
somebody
not
that
about-
everybody would want to listen to.
So Khloe is frustrated. I would think that there are like managers under Kris that help manage the girls, but Khloe says no. If Kris can't answer, then you get to her assistant, and the assistant can't make a decision.
Matthew.
And this is me talking to you as my manager. When you are on your vacations, when you're in other countries, when you're at dinners, lunches, you know, you might be on a yacht for 2 weeks, which you should be. You have an assistant that will say, we can't do this unless we talk to Kris. And then when I get a hold of you hours later, that makes me boil in whatever my issue is.
So things kind of end up falling flat.
What I'm getting at is I'm not going to continue the conversation, and I'm not talking to this bull that you keep trying.
Okay.
Because I'm never heard. We put a Band-Aid over a bullet hole.
Oh, my God.
And she likes to patronize me and be like, oh, no, everything's fine, we'll work on it. It's all bull. I'm so turned off from all of this.
You don't even understand what I'm saying.
The point is...
Okay. Okay.
No. You're not going to okay me.
Okay, I get the point. I'm not going to keep belaboring
No, but
this
what
whole
did
thing
you ever-
over and over again. Calm down, Khloe. You're just getting upset again, and it's
Oh, and it's-
festering into all these other things that aren't. It's just not healthy for you, babe. It's not healthy.
Oh, yeah,
You're
so let's throw a podcast into it.
The thing that really upset me though in that conversation is this entire season is Khloe defending that she's happy. Like the entire time Kris is like, I just want you to be happy. I just want to find something that makes you happy. I just want something that fills your heart. And Khloe's like, nothing fills my heart these days.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of expectations, I guess. Why? Without expectations, you don't get hurt with anything. I think I've had so many expectations for so many years, and they've always fallen short. And so it's just easier to just not expect anything and then just be grateful with what you get.
I want to find a way to make Khloe happy.
I want you to do something that's in your heart.
I don't have a lot of things in my heart in general these days.
What did you guys think of episode 6 of the Kardashians? Let us know in the comments below.
And make sure to check out last week's recap in case you missed it.
And don't forget to subscribe.